Carl, first double century in first class cricket. I mean, it was very pleasing to watch. I mean, a very, very good knock, very tidy as well. Not a lot of mistakes that you made in the middle out there. Just take me through it.
Yeah, I think you obviously didn't watch last night. I was scored quite a lot of runs off the outside edge. Yeah, I don't know. It was quite challenging up front, to be honest. I been struggling with my technique a little bit this week. Sort of went into the game not feeling too great. Yeah, I felt like last night was a bit challenging to bat as well. But yeah, once I sort of got a score together, I just looked to build on it. So yeah, really pleased. Yeah, happy to get the run.
So you mentioned you weren't really feeling that great before the match, etc., or going into this knock. How do you get over those mental hurdles and then come out here and score a double century?
Yeah, obviously chatted to the coach. He just said you score 100 when you're not feeling great, it means even more. So just determined to go out and get it. Also, yeah, Newlands, good wicket to bat on. If you get a chance to score runs, you want to take it. So yeah, just really pleased that I got it.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about the weekend and to set the scene a little bit. How it was acting up today. Obviously, you're facing some world-class bowlers like Anif Nokia, for example. Glenn Steeman as well yesterday though, but before he pulled up injured. But I mean, what's the wicket like?
It's really nice to bat on. Yeah, I think it was prepared quite a few days in advance. It was already ready for play. So we always knew it was going to be a good wicket. But I think yesterday with the rain and a bit of clouds and stuff, it wasn't sort of as flat as we expected. But yeah, it was really good to bat on today. Obviously, Glenton pulling up made things a bit easier for us. Anna, Marku, they probably had to bowl within himself a little bit, so it did make it a bit easier for us. But yeah, still obviously really good bowlers, and they didn't make it easy. But yeah, he's a good wicket.
Because we know in your career so far a lot of 50s, and you were struggling to convert. Then you come out here and you perform the way you have. So, I mean, can you give some tips out there to other batsmen or youngsters out there how to get over that mark finally to push?
I think it's just not being satisfied. I think early on in my career you get to 50 and you're like, okay, you sort of have a sigh of relief, you've got runs, you've contributed. But I think the last probably 2 years I've sort of realised that it's nice to get a 50, but you never know when a stretch of bad form is around the corner. So 50 is not really going to get you, not going to really help your numbers too much. You need to get hundreds, get big hundreds. So I think I've just put an emphasis on not being happy and not being satisfied with 50 and just trying to push on.
What makes the partnership so important? Because I mean, obviously with someone like George out in the middle, I mean, to have a good partner, then it's obvious when you look at the scorecards. But just can you give some insight from your perspective how it takes pressure off you and how it makes you baby bat better?
Yeah, I think obviously if you can have a good partnership with someone, it makes things a bit easier. It's always nice when the other end is ticking over as well. If you go through a couple of overs where you're struggling, sort of not scoring as freely as you'd like, and the other guy on the other end is going nicely, it makes things quite easy. And then also just the chats that you have. I think I've enjoyed batting with George over the last couple of games. Actually batted nicely together. Just the chats you have with each other. If you've got someone there that sort of knows your game, just guides you and knows what you want to do, it makes things a lot easier and just feel a lot calmer.
George mentioned it. I mean, the fans on our channel know it. I've been calling for your name to be in the Test arena for a long time right now. Performance on this must make it a lot easier, isn't it?
No, I think, look, you just got to be patient. Obviously, Quinn is a Test keeper. Don't see that changing anytime soon, so it's important for me to just make sure I score as many runs as possible and try and push for a batting spot. But yeah, there's no rush. Got to stay nice and patient. Whenever the chance comes, if it does, it's got to be ready. But yeah, just got to stay patient.
Can you just give an insight into the conversation you had with Ashwell, how he helps you boost your confidence, etc., when you are feeling down?
Yeah, look, I mean, myself and Ashwell, we get on really well. He understands my game really well, and I think having a coach that knows what to say at the right times to their players is really, really important. And I think, yeah, especially this past week, he sort of just kept telling me, just do what you do, don't overthink things. Just basically just said the right things at the right time. That sort of kept me nice and calm and backing myself.
Now you're a person in the team that can give that knowledge to other young kids coming through the system. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, anytime you get to share knowledge, you try and do it. I think when you're sharing knowledge, you're learning as well. So, yeah, if I'm in that position, I'm happy to do so.
And with regards to the keeping now, obviously batting the whole day and coming in here and keeping straight afterwards. Mental shift, what you do with regards to that to get yourself focused, to be behind the stumps now for them and focus?
When you train to be out there 4 days.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, physically I feel fine. Mentally, pretty chill, to be honest with you. Just got to go about my business. Nick could catch it, try and do the job. Don't really overthink it.
Cool.
That's it, yeah.
Cool, perfect.